Hello and welcome to Module 7 of Igbo language. In this module, we shall be looking at culture and tradition expression in Igbo. That is the soul of Igbo language from word to wisdom. Ilu bụ mmanụ eji eri okwu, which means proverbs are the palm oil with which words are eaten. The model content we should be looking at here include Igbo culture and worldview, Igbo proverb and their meaning. We will look at folk texts and storytelling techniques. We will look at traditional title and social structure. We will further look at cultural festivals and ceremonial languages in Igbo language before we now draw our conclusion. By way of introduction, welcome back. You have traveled far on this journey. You have mastered the alphabet, the grammar, the verb, the vocabularies, and even the skills of reading and writing. You can construct correct sentence, you can hold a conversation, you can read passage and write paragraph. But there is one more layer, the most profound layer of all. Model 7 is about culture because in Igbo, language is never just about communication. It is a vehicle for philosophy, history, and communal identity. To speak Igbo without understanding its culture is like having a body without a soul. Therefore, in this model, we will step into the Igbo worldview. You will learn about Chi, that is the personal spirit that shapes identity, the proverb that says, Onye kwe, Chi ekwe. If you strive, your destiny supports you. You will discover proverb, the palm oil with which words are eaten. You will meet Mbe, the trickster tortoise of folktale. You will understand traditional titles like Ozo and Lolo and respect the command. You will learn the ceremonial languages of the kola nut. Oji Bondo, kola is life. By the end of this section, you will no longer just be a student who speaks Igbo. You will be a participant who understands the heart of the Igbo people. You will connect not just through words, but through shared value and mutual respect. Let us begin with the Igbo worldview, which is the foundational pillar. The key concept that shape every conversation, the concepts include Chi, which means personal spirit or destiny, aligned at birth, shapes fate but requires effort. Chukwu means supreme God, creator of all things. Then Ala means earth, goddess, which is custodian of moralities and land. Umunna means extended kindred, which is the primary unit of social administration. Ndiche means ancestors, which is spiritual guide and custodians of tradition. Central proverb, Onye kwe chi ekwe. If a person strive, their chi, which is God, support them. Key phrase, Igbo nwe eze. Igbo nwe eze, which means Igbo have no king, which is a decentralized and meritocratic society. Then let us look at communalism, the heart of Igbo society, the core value that guide and govern daily lives. The value include communal living, which is Nduoha, Igbo terms Nduoha, which is expression the people lives and work together, Nduoha. Then we have respect for others, Isopro, Ndi Okenya. Elders are custodians of wisdom. Then family importance, Ezinụlọ, which is the strong ties, share responsibility. We have hard work, Ịrụsi ọrụ aka ike, which is a success is respected, laziness discourages. Be your brother's keeper. Onye aghala nwanne ya, as in Igbo terms, onye aghala nwanne ya, which is community support its members. Cosmology, two interconnected realms, Elu Ụwa, physical world, and Ala Mmụọ, which is spiritual world. Ancestors remain part of the family. Now let us look at proverbs. Ilu, which is the oil of speech in Igbo language. Why proverb matters? Ilu bụ mmanụ eji eri okwu, which means proverbs are the palm oil with which words are eaten. Now let us look at some of the proverbs we have in Igbo language. We have number one proverb, Gidigidi bụ ugwueze, which means unity is the pride of a king. Gidigidi bụ ugwueze. It means that teamwork strengthens leadership. Another proverb we have is Nwayọ nwayọ ka eji aracha ofe dị ọkụ, which means slowly is how one licks hot spot. That is the literal translation, but the real meaning is that patience with dedicate problems Then we have Cho Ewu Oji Kachide. Literally means search for the black goat while it is the day. But the meaning is act proactively, make a hair while the sun shines. Another proverb we have in Igbo is otu onye otu otu onye tụọ izu ogbe ochie, which means if one plans alone, he commits murder. The meaning here is that seek counsel from others. Now we have another proverb. Atụọra ọmụma ọmara, which means give a hint to the wise, he understands. Then the meaning here is that the wise need only a suggestion. How to introduce a proverb? In Igbo language, you now start by saying Ndị Igbo na-asị, which means Igbo people say. So if you want to introduce a proverb, you must start with Ndị Igbo na-asị, which means Igbo people say. So these are some of the proverbs we have in Igbo language. Having known that, let us look further, more essential proverbs. There are other proverbs like Akanri Kwo Akekpa Kwo Akanri, which means literary translation, one hand washes the other. It simply means mutual assistance and cooperation. We also have another proverb, Onye ajowe asifuru ụzọ. He who does not ask gets lost. Onye ajowe asifuru ụzọ, which means he who does not ask gets lost. It simply means asking questions leads to knowledge and understanding. Another proverb we have is Nkụ dị na mba ka eji akpọ oku, which means firewood in the community makes cooking possible. The meaning is that cooperation enables success. Another proverb we have in Igbo language is that a na-amụ amụ ka eji ama ihe, which means learning is gradual, meaning that knowledge comes with time and patience. Then the cultural ethics is that younger people should say, enweghị m ikike ịtụ ilu n'ihu gị mana, which means I don't have the right to throw proverb in your presence, but before using a proverb, before another. So you now say, enweghị m ikike ịtụ ilu n'ihu gị mana. So these are some of the ways of respect for others in Igbo language. Having known that, let us look at the folktales, akụkọ ifo, the trickster, mbe. So Igbo people normally use mbe to introduce their folktales. Now let us look at the tortoise, which is mbe, the most famous character in Igbo folktale. He represents the wit and wisdom, with a smart larger animal, greedy and folly, which schemes often backfire, explaining why his shell is cracked. Storytelling techniques, the element you now call the attention of the people by saying, Ifo Chakbi, the people will now respond, yeah, which means we are ready. Then the opening formula, you now say, Onwerembe Obo, which means once upon a time. Then you now include song like Abu Ifo. There are songs to introduce in folktale. Then the audience will join you in singing the song. Now let us look at simple mini story. Mgbe gara aga, mbe gara njem. Ọ hụrụ nri n'ụlọ enyi ya ma rie ya naanị ya. Mgbe e mesịrị, ọ dara n'ọnọdụ nsogbu n'ihi omume ya. The moral lesson of this is that Mbe went for a journey. He saw a food in his friend's house and ate it alone. After a while, the tortoise entered into a very big problem because of that. The moral lesson here is that greed can lead to negative consequences. The cultural tips, storytelling is forbidden during the day. Yes, it is reserved for the moonlight. So storytelling is not saying the day, but rather in the moonlight, which is the Egu Onwa, after farm work is done. So storytelling are usually done at night in Igbo language. Having known that, let us look at traditional titles and social structures in Igbo language, which is the republican nature of Igbo society, meritocratic, not inherited reality. We have structures like Council of Elders, which is called Ndiche. Their role is custodian of laws and wisdom. We have Kindred, which is Omunna. Their role is most powerful unit of social administration. Then we have the age grade system, which is called Otu Obo. which is the community project and local security. Now we have title of honor like Eze, which is the traditional ruler, which is the symbol of unity and authority. We have Nze and Ozo, which is proven and worthy moral men in the society. They are the living ancestors, legal and spiritual authority. We have Lolo, which is the wife of an Ozo, the wife of an Ozo, high status and female leadership. We have Omo, which is female leader that govern the women affairs and market. We have Okpara, which is the first son, the inherited families of Ofo, that is authority of symbol. We have Ada, which is the firstborn daughter, which is the powerful political forces, Umuada. Now let us look at addressing people with respect. Never call an elder by their name. It is a serious taboo, aro in Igbo language. Then we have some title like Mazi, which is used for respected gentleman, like that of star in English language. Like example, Mazi Obi. We have Dede or and Kaka, which is used for elder brother or female relative, like Dede Emeka. Example, Dede Emeka. We have Nne, which is mother or elder mother. Example, Nne Ngozi. Then we have Nnam, which is means father in Igbo, English language, or elder man, Nnam Chukwu. Then family social structure, Diokpara is the first son of the family, who is the family leader. We have Ada, which is the firstborn daughter. We have Ezinolo, which is family, or which is the smallest unit. Then we have Umunna, which is the kindred or group of related family members. Having known that, let us look at the cultural festival that is celebrating identity. Major Igbo festival include New Yam Festival, which is Iriji in Igbo language, which is the most significant harvest festival that marks the end of farming cycle. We have traditional wedding, Ebangu, which is wine carrying, bride identifier for husband. We have masquerade festival, which is Ebamang, which is visiting spirit, more coded as symbol language. We have royal festival, which is Ofo Ala, that is being celebrated by kings, Eze, royal authority and pride. Key fact about Iriji, no one eats new yam until the rites are performed by the traditional ruler or the oldest man. Now let us look at the language of the kola nut, Ewa Oji, which is the most important ceremonial object. Kola is life. Now the saying is that Oji bụ ndụ, meaning that kola is life. Onye wetara Oji wetara ndụ, which means he who brought kola brings life. Now there are three key steps of the ceremony. Number one step is the presentation. Then the host present the kola nut to the guest. Then number two step, Ega Oji, which is the blessing. Then elders pray over the nut. Then number three step is the breaking of the kola. The kola nut is broken into lobes. Many lobes are equals to great future. Then the ceremonial response is say, which means Amen, or so be it, shouted by the crowd after the prayer. Then Eba Igbo Kwenu, which is a call for unity, and the response is Yeah. Then Kwenu, which means I greet you all, then which is a formal plural greeting. Then let us look at ceremonial languages and expression in Igbo language, social languages used during ceremony, formal, poetic, and ritualist. Then number one is Ise, which is used after prayer or blessing, which means so be it or Amen. Igbo Kwenu, which is a call for attention, unity call, and the response is yeah. Then Ekelemuno, which is used in addressing a gathering, and which means I greet you all. No means arrival, which is used to welcome, and it is often used repeatedly for emphasis. Then we have Ogo, which is marriage context, which means in-law, highly respected status. The traditional title in ceremony, when a title man like the Ozo enters a ceremony, he is greeted by his name, his title name. Example, Onwa Nabara Oha, which means the moon that shines for all, not his personal name. So the Ozo titles are being addressed by their title name. Now let us look at the cultural do's and don'ts. That is the practical etiquette They do include greet elder properly, which include kneeling down or prostrate if appropriate. Don't call don't call an elder by their first name. Use title like Mazi, Dede, Nne or Nam. Never eat new yam before Iriji festival. Accept kola nut with both hands. Refuse don't refuse a kola nut when offered. Highly disrespectful. Say after a prayer or blessing. Never tell folktale during the daytime. Seek permission before using a proverb before another. Don't address a title man by his personal name in ceremony. Proverb to remember. Onye jụrụ ese furu ụzọ. Onye ajụ ese furu ụzọ, which means he who does not ask gets lost. In conclusion, you have moved from speaking Igbo correctly to understanding the soul of the Igbo people. That is its worldwide view, proverb, folktale, title, and festival. You learn that proverb ilu are the palm oil with which words are eaten, making communication wise, indirect, and culturally rich. You discover the trickster tortoise Mbe, the storytelling call of Shakbi, Ya, and how folktale teaches moral and preserve history. You now understand the respect embedded in traditional titles like Ozo, Lolo, Okpara, and Ada, and the ceremonial language of the kola nut. Oji bo ndụ. Kola nut is life. Remember, language is the guardians of culture. You are no longer just a student. You are a cultural participant who connect through shared value and mutual respect. Jisike Kemesia. Thank you and have a nice day.